Okay, real talk. Are you scrolling through gardening ideas thinking I've seen this 1,000 times? Same pallet planters, same boring string lights, same everything? Yeah, me too. So today I'm showing you 10 DIY projects that'll make your neighbors actually stop their car and ask, wait, where did you get that? And here's the crazy part. Every single one costs under 50 bucks. Project number 7. I'm still mad I didn't think of it first. Let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome back to No Fail Garden. If you're new here, this channel is all about making your garden dreams happen without the headaches or the massive credit card bill. Today we're diving into projects that look expensive, like hired a landscape designer expensive, but are actually totally doable this weekend. I'm talking ancient Japanese techniques, forgotten crafts, and some seriously clever hacks that'll make your backyard completely one of a kind. Before we jump in, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you're tired of seeing the same boring garden ideas everywhere, and subscribe, because I'm constantly hunting down unique projects like these that you won't find on every other channel. Alright, let's get into project number 1, and this one involves fire. Stay with me. Project number 1. Shou Sugi Ban Charred Wood. So this technique is called Shou Sugi Ban. It's an ancient Japanese method where you literally torch wood to preserve it. I know, sounds crazy, right? But here's what happens. You take untreated cedar or pine boards, share the surface with a propane torch, brush off the loose bits, and seal it with linseed oil. The result? This deep, dramatic black wood that looks like it came from some high-end architectural magazine. And it's naturally preserved. You never have to paint or stain it again. I've used this for planter boxes, fence panels, even garden signs. The contrast between that charred black wood and bright green plants? Absolutely stunning. Total cost? Under $30 for multiple pieces. But honestly, it looks like you spent hundreds at a specialty lumber yard. Here's what I'm curious about. Would you actually be brave enough to set wood on fire in your backyard? Or does that sound terrifying? Drop a comment and let me know. Because when I first heard about this, I thought absolutely not. But now I'm obsessed. Project number 2. Hypertufa Stone Planters. Okay, project number 2 is something called Hypertufa. Fancy word, but stick with me because this is basically garden magic. You mix peat moss, perlite, and Portland cement. Equal parts of each, with water until it's like bread dough. Then you smush it into molds, cardboard boxes, whatever you've got. Wait about a week, and boom. You've got planters that look like ancient weathered stone. I'm not kidding, people think these are antiques. They get moss growing on them naturally, they age beautifully, and they're lightweight so you can actually move them around. I made 3 big planters for under $20 total. My neighbor asked where I got them, and when I told her I made them from a bucket of supplies, she literally didn't believe me. Hot take. Hypertufa looks better than actual stone planters, because it develops character over time. Real stone just sits there. Am I wrong? Tell me in the comments if you think I'm crazy, because I will die on this hill. Project number 3. Living Succulent Frames. Project 3 is for my artsy gardeners out there. We're making living picture frames. Grab a deep picture frame. Thrift stores are perfect for this. Take out the glass, staple chicken wire to the back, line it with landscape fabric, fill it with succulent soil, and plant succulents through the wire mesh in whatever pattern you want. Lay it flat for 2 to 3 weeks while the roots grab hold, then hang it up. You've just created literal living artwork. I made one with just green succulents in different textures for a modern look. My friend made one with her kids' initials. I've seen people do rainbow gradients, hearts, even little landscapes. Cost per frame, maybe $15 to $25 depending on size. But it looks like gallery art. Question for you. What would you put in your living frame? Initials? A pattern? Random organized chaos? Comment below because I want to see what people come up with. The creative ideas always blow my mind. Project number 4. Living willow structures. Alright. Project 4 is straight up magical, and I'm not exaggerating. You can weave living willow branches into tunnels, domes, even playhouses, and they actually root and keep growing. In late winter, you get willow whips, young flexible branches, push them into moist ground in whatever pattern you want, then weave horizontal branches through them while they're still bendy. Within weeks, they root. Within months, you've got a living structure that gets stronger every year. I made a tunnel entrance to my vegetable garden, and watching it leaf out in spring was honestly one of the coolest gardening moments I've had. It felt like building something alive. Because, well, you are. Kids go absolutely bonkers for these. Living forts that grow? Come on. The wild part? This costs basically nothing. But you can't buy this at a store. You literally can't achieve this any other way except by doing it yourself. Real quick. If these projects are getting you excited, and you're already planning which one to tackle first, do me a solid and hit that like button. It helps other people find these unique ideas, and seriously, subscribe if you haven't yet, because I share hidden gem projects like these all the time. These aren't your typical Pinterest crafts. These are the good stuff. Okay, let's keep rolling. Project number 5. Rammed earth walls. Project 5 sounds fancy, but it's hilariously simple. You're building walls out of dirt. Not kidding. You layer different colored soils. Red clay, sandy loam, dark topsoil, in a simple plywood form, and ram each layer down hard with a post or tamper. When you remove the form, you've got these gorgeous striped walls that are rock hard and completely weatherproof. Use them for raised beds, seating walls, or just sculptural elements. The best part, if you use soil from your own yard, this costs nothing. $0. You're literally building with dirt. Now here's my question. Why isn't everyone doing this? It's free, it's beautiful, it's permanent. Is it just because it sounds too simple, like we think gardens have to cost money to look good? Let me know what you think, because I'm genuinely curious. Project number 6. Illuminated Gabion baskets. Project 6 combines structure with lighting, and the nighttime effect is stunning. You fill wire mesh baskets with glass bottles, river rocks, sea glass, whatever you want, creating patterns as you go. Then before you finish filling them, you drop waterproof LED lights or solar lights inside. During the day, they're sculptural art. At night, they glow from within like lanterns. Use them as pathway markers, bases for seating, or just freestanding light sculptures. You can fill them with free materials. Beach glass you collected, river rocks from your yard, or buy colored glass. Either way, you're looking at $25 to $40 per basket for something that provides art and lighting. Okay, dream scenario. You're making one of these tonight. What are you filling it with? Colored bottles, river rocks, random treasures from your junk drawer? Get weird with it in the comments. Project number 7. Cob bench seating. Alright, here's project 7. The one I said was genius, and I meant it. Cob construction. You mix clay soil, sand and straw together with water until it's like dough, then you literally sculpt furniture. Benches, throne-style chairs, flowing serpentine seating walls. Whatever shape you can imagine, you can build. The material dries hard as concrete, but costs absolutely nothing if you use your own soil. You can embed tiles, glass, found objects while it's wet. Top it with cushions or mosaic for comfort. The thermal mass even stores heat, so your seating is warm on cool evenings. This is actually creating something from nothing. Dirt into furniture. How is that not the coolest thing ever? If you built a cob bench, what shape would it be? Practical straight bench? Artistic curved sculpture? A literal throne, because why not? Tell me below. Project number 8. Ferrocement water features. Project 8 lets you create custom water features in literally any shape you can imagine. You build a wire mesh armature, your basic structure, then apply thin layers of cement reinforced with fiberglass strands. Shape it while wet, add a small pump, seal the interior, done. You can make realistic boulders with water emerging from the top, abstract modern sculptures with water sheets, or whimsical creatures spouting water from their mouths. $30 to $60 in materials for a completely custom water feature that looks like you hired someone. The technique means you're not limited to whatever's at the store. You design exactly what you want. Project number 9. Wattle hurdle screens. Project 9 is an ancient European technique that's basically unknown here. Wattle hurdles. You drive stakes into the ground, then weave flexible branches, willow, dogwood, grapevines, horizontally through them in an over-under pattern. The result is beautiful rustic screens for privacy, garden dividers, or decorative backdrops. If you're using pruned branches from your own yard or foraged materials, this costs nothing. If you buy willow whips, maybe $20. But you get artisan quality screens with this gorgeous organic texture that adds so much warmth to a garden. Project number 10. Moss graffiti. Last one. And this might be my favorite for pure wow factor. Living moss graffiti. Blend moss, buttermilk, water and sugar in a blender until it's paint consistency. Then literally paint designs, words or patterns on walls, rocks, concrete or wood. Keep it moist for 2 to 3 weeks by misting, and the moss establishes into lush green covering. You're painting with living material. Your designs grow and evolve over time. Paint your initials on a wall. Create moss murals on boring fences. Design patterns on stepping stones. Cost, under $10. Result, living artwork that nobody else has. Okay, if you could moss paint anything in your yard right now, what would it be? Your house number? A funny phrase? A giant smiley face? I want to know. So there you have it. 10 unique backyard projects that cost under $50 each and create features you literally cannot buy in stores. From ancient Japanese wood charring to living moss graffiti, from sculptural cob benches to glowing Gabion lights. These are the projects that make people stop and say, wait, you made that? Here's what I need from you. First, smash that like button if even one of these projects got your brain buzzing with ideas. It helps other gardeners discover these hidden gems. Second, subscribe and turn on notifications, because I'm constantly hunting down unique, unusual projects that you won't find on typical DIY channels. This is where the good stuff lives. Third, and this is the big one. Comment below and tell me which project you're most excited about. The charred wood, the Hypertufa planters, living willow structures, moss graffiti. I read every comment, and your feedback helps me know what kind of content to create next. Also, if you've discovered any rare techniques or unusual projects, share them. This community thrives on sharing hidden gems. Remember, the most memorable gardens aren't filled with what everyone else has. They're filled with unique elements that make people curious. Pick one project that excites you. Start today. Before you know it, you'll have created something completely one of a kind. Your unique backyard transformation starts now. Until next time, keep experimenting, keep creating. And remember, no-fail gardening is about having fun and making it your own. Happy creating.